me mention her name, Rajwa. You say so you know say your friends be are visiting. This girl went straight to the kitchen and added more rice to the meme jollof. She said, jollof na me ma prepare no. So now the jollof is on being. She said the way me jiga ye no hu. No so me na for but na me so na for but only me duane no a. Only me duane no a. Do you know how to cook? Only me duane no a. Sisa emu de good stew no. Me say na omo na ye. Wait, what are we going to do? So if you don't know hello, my lovely family and friends. A warm welcome back to my channel. So today I want to share something very, 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 very beautiful with you. Very, very, very important. Okay. But before I do that, I want to say thank you to all of you. Thank you so much for supporting me, all the support that you give to me. I am ever so grateful. You won't even believe it. I'm saying thank you to all of you and may God bless you. Okay. So, today I'm going to be sharing a video with you. This video, I've shared it on my other channel. If you don't know my other channel, I've put it down in the description box. Please check it out. It's got Basilia Foods and more. If you're not so keen on, or I won't say if you're not so keen, I would say if you are more adventurous and you want to try other continental dishes, that's where I share those recipes. And here predominantly I share about the word of God and also about Ghanaian local food, or maybe I'll say African food here. Okay, so you check that out. So I share this video, but I want to share it here as well with a few tweaks here and there. Okay, so this video is really, really important because you know that Africans, if I say West Africans, we love jollof. Okay, jollof is our go-to food. Party, Christmas time, any get together, when you're feeling low, you're feeling down, whatever you're feeling, that is what we eat. We love to eat. Everybody wants to be the best at making jollof rice. Okay, so this video is got everything you need to know, all right, about jollof rice. Probably not everything you need to know, but everything I know that I want to show you. Okay, and I think if you know all these things I'm going to show you, then you may know everything about jollof rice. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. And just to forewarn you, this video is long. Okay, so you can watch it small, small. Kakra, kakra. Okay, kakra, kakra. You watch small here, then you continue. Okay, because it's fully packed with information that you will really love. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and let's get right into it. As I mentioned earlier, jollof. So we are going to be dealing with everything jollof today. So all you need to know about jollof rice, okay? So I want to say that jollof rice, before you can make jollof rice, you have to be patient. A few things. Be patient with jollof rice. If you don't have time, please don't attempt jollof rice, okay? Because if you don't have time and you try to make jollof rice, your jollof rice, unless maybe you've prepared your in advance your ingredients and everything you need for it, then you can make it. Even that, when you're cooking it, you don't have to cook it on high heat, otherwise you get smoky jollof. Okay, so different kinds of jollof, I'll show you different kinds of jollof I've made over the years, or maybe this within even a 6 months I can make like 100 varieties of jollof. Point of correction, it's not 100, a lot, but not 100. Okay, I'm trying to say, I'm exaggerating here, a lot. Okay, so you can have it with different kinds of meats. Okay, different kinds. It doesn't matter even when you don't have any kind of protein on it, but yeah, any kind of protein will do. So here, this particular one, I have meatloaf on it. Okay, and some I have tilapia with it. Some I can have like shredded beef. Okay, so beef and shredded, you shred the beef and it is everywhere in your jollof rice. Okay, so mainly that is what I want to be talking to you about. Okay, so let's get into the preparation of this jollof rice. So first of all, we'll deal with the stew. Okay, so these are the ingredients we'll be going to be making our stew with. Okay, so I have some tomatoes, then I showed you some peppers and some onions, garlic and ginger. Okay, so we're going to be making tomato sauce, okay, for our tomato stew. So we're going to be cutting all these tomatoes and the red peppers and all the ingredients I just showed you. We're going to be making putting them together. Okay, so first we're going to be boiling our tomatoes and then our onions and then our peppers. Okay, so we boil it for it to become very soft. Okay, once it's all soft, then we blend it, then we cook it down again. Okay, we'll add our blended garlic and ginger, and I'll add some basil to it. Basil is also known as esorisa. Did I say esorisa? It's not esorisa. Like, basil is not esorisa, it's akukomesa. Yeah, it's a cucumber sand. Okay, so yeah, it can be found anywhere in Ghana, like your backyard. It should be there if only you know it. Okay, so I've cooked this vegetables down and it's nice and soft. So I'll blend it and I'll cook it down again. Okay, so your jollof stew is everything. If your jollof stew is not good, you are doomed. Just wait we. Okay, so make sure that you have the best jollof stew. So here, this is my ginger and my garlic, which and the basil, which I've blended together here, and I'll add it to that tomato sauce. And I tell you, this tomato sauce is to die for. Okay, you will really, really love it. Okay, so your jollof rice, okay, your stew will make or break your jollof rice. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, if your jollof rice is not nice, rewind, or remix. If your jollof stew is not delicious, your jollof will not be delicious because the rice is going to soak that stew. And if that stew is tomatoes, filled with tomatoes, you're going to eat tomatoes. It's like it when the total shema, it's like taste be and yeah, so your jollof rice, jollof dear, when you taste the jollof, first of all, you put it on your tongue, then you're like, okay. Then as you chew, you're like, then you'll be coming down. Okay, okay. Oh, then you know this is good jollof. Not jollof for that when you put it on your tongue. Now, dear, it's only one level. No, you want different levels of flavor as you taste. So you're not sure what you are actually tasting. What is can I taste? I can taste that. Can taste that. Good jollof. It all boils down to your stew. It all boils down to your stew. So let your stew be good. So let's go back into it and know how you can make your stew super, 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 super. Okay. So yeah, here our tomato sauce is ready. So now let's get into our spices. Okay. So with our spices, I've listed it down there for you to know. These are what I'm going to be blending it. I'll actually going to add it to some of my vegetables, okay, and blend it and add it. If you have a grinder, it's easier. You can also grind it all and make it smooth. If you get the powdered ones or the ground ones, the one that they've already grounded now, it's also grounded cry of papa. Is it the one that they've already grinded, or the one that they've already grounded, or the one that they've already ground? Hey, this one there. Okay. So here are some other vegetables. Let me know which one is correct. Why now, bro? Here do. These are some red peppers, green peppers, yellow peppers, and some red onions, which I'm going to, you know what I'm going to be using this for. You will love it, okay? So I have also some sliced ginger, some sliced garlic, and some scotch bonnet, okay, green scotch bonnet. So I'm adding my oil. I'm using sunflower here, okay? And all those ingredients I just showed you, the sliced stuff, okay? My ginger, garlic, and the scotch bonnet. I'm going to be frying them. Okay, I'm going to be frying these with my meat. Okay, so I want this oil, this aromatics, to be infused in the oil. Okay, and as it infuses into the oil, it will be infused back into the meat. So when you take this meat and you taste it now you'll be like, this is good. Okay, so this is my meat. I'm not concentrating much on my meat because as I said, you can use any kind of protein for your jollof rice. Okay, but here I've cut my meat into small sizes. Usually that's how I like my meat, so that I don't have to say okay. So I'm going to be frying my meat, as I said, in this beautiful colored saucepan. Okay, and I want all those flavors to be infused into the meat. Okay, and it's going to be beautiful. Actually, it was super super beautiful. This I made this very long time ago, as I told you. Okay, so you fry it, your vegetables will also caramelize nicely. Okay, so I'm taking all the meat out, and look at that, how beautiful it is, nice and golden. And this is our vegetables, so caramelized vegetables. Okay, so I've taken all that out, and I'm going to blend it. Okay, so as you see me trying to push it, you'll be like, why don't you push all of it in? No, I'm trying to find pieces of meat. Okay, just in case I didn't find all of them. That's why I'm doing that, so that I'll take the meat out. I think you saw me take one meat out. I don't want to grind the meat. Meat in half and then no sweet. Then I add those spices that I we showed you earlier, and I'm also added some olive oil, and some oil to help turn my blade, because otherwise my blade will be which will not be good. Okay, I just added one scotch bonnet for just good measure. And this is how it looks. Okay, look at how beautiful it looks. Okay, so we go into making the stew. Okay, so I'm adding more oil, to fresh oil, and that oil we use to fry. You think I'll throw it away? At all. I won't throw. Why would I throw it away? I saved it, and I've added it to this one. So we are going to make our stew. Okay, our jollof stew, the most important part of our jollof recipe. Okay, so I've poured everything in there, and it's going to be frying for some time. Okay, don't forget we have onions there, we have garlic there, we have ginger. So all the ingredients we have put in before adding anything else, we already have it. Okay, so it's in there already. So you know that our stew is going to be top notch, right? So you fry this for a few minutes, about 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, then you start to add your tomatoes. This one I have tomato passata. This passata is just like tomato. It's just like tomato paste. Okay, that they've packaged here in the UK. I had it sitting on my counter, and I didn't know what to do with it. If I don't use it, let's say I don't want to waste things, so I added it. So ignore that. Okay, it doesn't make any difference. Just the same as the one we've made. Okay, so once you cook this for about 5 to 10 minutes, you see how nice it is. Already looks beautiful. Okay, then we start to add our tomato sauce. Okay, so that's my tomato sauce, the one we did earlier. I cooked it down. So the purpose of cooking it down, you have to cook it. So you cook it to evaporate all the water. The purpose of doing that to it, so that your stew will cook quicker. So because the whole thing is it's already cooked, nicely cooked. So why do you have to cook it for longer? Because as you are boiling it, you are all the water is being evaporated, it's being taken out. So you add it to it, and you see your poto, it start to boil, and then you are good to go. So as you can see, our stew looks good already. The video was made a while ago, so maybe the camera doesn't do justice to the stew, but it still looks good. Trust me, it looks really good. Okay, so you give it a stir. Once the stew is ready, I'm not going to put the meat in this stew right now. I'll put it in, but not right now, because of what I'm doing right now, because it's a tutorial. This is not I'm not showing a recipe. You're not going to see an outcome at the end. No, I'm showing you. I'm going through how you can make your jollof the best way you like it. Okay, because some people like their jollof soft, some people like their jollof grainy, or I'll say fluffy. Some people like their jollof or in between, like medium. Eh, let me tell you a story. I'm adding my nutmeg. Is my secret ingredient. If you follow me, you know that I like to add nutmeg to this kind of dishes. Okay, so the story I wanted to tell you, I can't resist it. We had a friend, I won't mention his name, and my pastor will ask him, "Oh, brother, so what kind of woman would you like to marry?" Oh, then he'll say, "Oh, pastor, me, I like medium." My pastor said, medium? What do you mean by medium? Oh, so like, okay, so do you want a fat girl, a fat woman? So no, I want medium. How about fair? Medium. Tall? Medium. Hey, how about like, I want medium. Everything is medium. So how can we find a medium woman for you? So some people like their jollof medium. Okay, so if you like your jollof medium, stay with me. You'll find it here soon. Yeah, it's all here. So yeah, you keep stirring your stew and you boil it, you let it cook nicely. So once you see the oil surfacing on your stew, like as it is now, you know that your jollof is good, it's ready, just a bean. But we have to taste it. If it tastes tomato tomatoes, just say tomatoes, we'll cook it down further, okay? Because we don't want tomato seed in our jollof rice, okay? And with all these flavors in it, you're going to get a perfect stew. Okay, so our stew is ready, right? So we're going to go on to other things, right? Please bear with me. As I mentioned earlier, this is going to be a long video. So if it's important to you, you take. So we are going to deal with the saucepans here, okay? So this is what we call the non-stick aluminium, what is it called again? Oh, what are you called? Non-stick aluminium. What?
A few moments later.
This is what we call, like, this is a non-stick saucepan, okay? We don't use a non-stick saucepan for jollof rice. Don't even try it. So if you have it, pack it. What you need is something like this, okay? What you see there right now, a saucepan, what we call silver in Ghana. That has got a bit of heavy base, okay? Because we need our jollof to stick at the bottom of the rice. If your jollof doesn't stick out, the burnt bit, because it will definitely burn a little bit, not burn, but it will give you a crust. It will mix with your main jollof rice, and that is a no-no when it comes to jollof. So you need a saucepan like this, okay, to do your jollof rice. All right. So this is the main thing you need. So if you just think, oh, I have a nice non-stick, so that I don't want when this I see the jollof will be destroyed, okay? Because whatever you do, jollof will be asiye shikakra. This next one is this is an aluminium grinder saucepan, okay? So what the cast iron. So the first one was cast iron too, and this one is cast iron, right? But with this one, if you have a certain set of skills, you can use this to make your jollof rice, and it will work for you, okay? It's also non-stick, so you have to be careful. When it comes to the spoons, you need a strong spoon, like a wooden spoon, so that at the beginning of your jollof making, this one is also very strong. You can scrape the bottom, right? Okay, and you also need, like, this one too is good if it's so long as it's strong. So I'm showing you my strong spoons, right? It is good so that you can scrape the bottom at the beginning. This one is good for cleaning the sides, the spatula, silicone spatula. And the rice, let's deal with the rice, okay? So with the rice, this is Jasmine perfume rice, okay? It is my go-to rice for jollof. It's the best rice for jollof, right? But if you don't have it, no worries. Whatever you have, if your stew is good, your jollof rice will be good. But just imagine, if your stew is good and your rice is super good, you can imagine what you're going to have. Jollof heaven. Chai. Your jollof is sweet. Chai. So the next one is basmati rice. So this one I'm showing you is golden Stella basmati rice. There are different kinds of basmati rice, okay? So this one too is very, very good. And one thing about basmati rice is very forgiving. So stew do also cry, still it can soak it up for you, okay? So now we're going to be making the jollof, right? So let me pause right there. We're going to be making it. So what I'm going to be showing you in the next bit is how to get your jollof the best way that you want it, okay? So as I mentioned earlier, everybody and how they like their jollof. If you like your jollof hard, you should know how much stew you're going to be adding it. That is, if you want it grainy, yeah. If you want it very soft, you have to know how much stew you do, because I love my jollof to be very grainy. That is me, right? And if you want it to be soft, you should know how much stew you're going to be adding it. If you want it to be in between or medium, like our friend medium man, you should know how much you're going to. But the problem sometimes that I face, not me per se I face, but people's issues with jollof with me when they come ask me, Samira, so how much stew should I put in the jollof rice? And I'm like, how am I supposed to know how much stew you should put in your rice? Okay. And also when it comes to the rice, you should know your rice. Every rice is different. Some rice can absorb, some rice can't absorb a lot of stew. So you should know your rice. So when you know your rice, then you know what to do. Okay. So I can't tell you, if I'm cooking jollof right now, making a jollof recipe for you on YouTube, how would you know how much stew I've added? Or how much stew, if you want to replicate it, you should add? It's very difficult if you are not an expert. I mean, you shall not be an expert at jollof. You will be a bit confused. And sometimes it happened to me so many times when I was young. Anytime I'm cooking jollof, I can make the jollof and then um jollof now as I'm being on now so I'm being because there's not enough stew for the or it can be to say a friend say it happened one day my sister me I'm making my jollof. Oh my sister, let me mention her name Rajwa. You say so you know say your friends be are visiting. This girl went straight to the kitchen and added more rice to the mimi jollof. She said jollof na me ma prepare no. So now the jollof is on being. She said the way me jiga no ho. No so Sammy me na for but na me so na for but only me duane no a. Only me duane no a. You know how to cook. Only me duane no. Then now she knows how to cook. Only me duane was say emu de good stew no. We say na omo na ye. Wait, what are we going to do? So if you don't know ignore me. Yes. So I'm scooping, I'll put the measurement for you. Okay. So here we're going to be using rice, 3 cups of rice that I've washed. Okay, I've washed all of it, okay, and I've drained it, so there's no water in it. It's wet, but it's no water. So I'm going to be counting the stew. Okay, so it was 4 cups of rice. So I'll count 3 cups of stew, and I'm adding half a cup of water. Okay, then I will give it a stir. This is not water. This is beef stock. It was sitting there, and I needed to use it, otherwise it will go to waste. Okay, so and the next one you see that we use water. You don't need stock, you need water. I used stock because it was there. Okay, so 4 cups of rice. I've added 3 cups of stew and half a cup of water. Okay, so this is how it looks like. Okay, so this recipe or this tutorial that I'm showing you. Okay, this is now you see I didn't want the meat to interfere with the measuring of the stew. Okay, that is why I left the meat aside, right? So we are going for the grainy one, the one that I like. Okay, so this is how the jollof looks like because I know my rice. Okay, and I'm going to be using this. And when I'm cooking jollof rice, what I like to do is the first 5 to 10 minutes when I'm stirring, I scrape the under. I want to minimize the canzone on the crust. Okay. So the next bit is for me to show you fire. When I tell you that medium heat, this is my heat. Okay. This is my highest flame. Okay. High for my stove is this one. Okay. This is my medium burner, the big one or and this is my low. Okay. So when I say you should put your rice on low, your jollof on low, that is it. This is medium. So you have an idea. If you're not using a gas stove like this, then find your medium on your knob and just turn it like that. Okay. But this is how I'm going to put it on medium and be cooking it for the first 10 to 15 minutes. Okay. And as I said, every 5 minutes I go in and I give it a stir. Every 5 minutes I go in and I give it a stir, scraping the bottom, minimizing the canzone because I want a lot of rice. Otherwise, you will and this is where your spatula comes in. Very good for cleaning the sides of your saucepan. I get something I will drink. Maybe I'm talking plenty. I should have put some water be by my side. Fine. Anyway, so I put my kitchen foil on it just to trap the heat in and also to condensation. You see that water that was there. Telling me one moment they're white. So you need this or parchment paper for that. Okay. Condensation when it happens now. You don't need extra water. And look at that. So as you see, the rice is like as a some is cooked. You need a bit more heat. That is, you cover it and you let it sit a bit and it will cook. Trust me, it will cook. Okay. So yeah, I cover it. I try to pack it in so that the heat will be contained. Okay. So covering it again and then I come back and it will be nice and good. So what we'll do after each one is we'll do the fork test. Okay. So we're going to be testing the rice to see how grainy it is. Okay. So that is the rice and it is nicely cooked. If it's not nicely cooked, to me it's nicely cooked. Don't come and say no, it was not nicely cooked. To me, it is nicely cooked. I told you that is how I like my rice. This one. Okay, so this is the fork test. Okay, so what you do is you, with minimum strength, you press with the fork. You see that when you press with minimum or the little strength, it doesn't really pick it like I'm doing. Okay, It doesn't mean necessarily mean say, oh, when you pick it with all, do it with all your strength, it will pick it too. All your strength, it will pick it. Add a bona. Oh yeah, just rice, it will pick it. You see, when I did it with all my a lot of strength, it picked it. But minimum strength, we are testing. So minimum strength, it doesn't pick it. So you see that I'm struggling to pick it up. Yeah. So that is how a grainy rice will be, or fluffy rice, fluffy jollof rice with that measurement, okay, will be. Okay, so there it is. And as you try and scoop it and you drop it, it all comes baku, 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 baku. Yeah, that's what they call fluffy. But means that still doesn't make sense to me. Say, how is this fluffy? Baku, 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 fluffy. Fluffy, they also be a okay, so let's move to the second one. Okay, so the second one I'm going to be using same one. This is the second cup of rice, third cup of rice. Okay, and four. Just one more so what a shock. So 4 cups of rice, and we're going to be scooping our stew. Okay, so this is one first cup of the rice of the stew, two, okay, three, yeah, and it's going to be four. Okay, it's definitely going to be four because we are making the medium one. Yeah, and I'll add half a cup of water to it. The reason why we add half a cup of water, we need some water. Otherwise, just the stew making the rice, the rice will be the rice will be sticky. They will stick. Okay, so half a cup of water, right? So you add it to it, and then 1 more cup of stew. If it doesn't come, then I'm lying, and I know I'm not lying. Or did I just add it? I added it before. I think I may have messed up with the counting. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think so. But I will re-watch it and see how much it was. Or I'll go back to the old video and go and copy the measurements and stick it in for you. Right? Maybe as I'm talking plenty and I've lost sight of something, I've missed something. But it's just measurement. Okay. So this is one. That's the one I was telling you about, that you need a special skill to do. Who's a me too no She said because you need a special skill, and I'm using it. Not just say maybe some just mean I know a special skill. They see me can't hear me there. So this one. Let me move my phone. So the same way as we cook the other one, yeah, you keep on, and because I stir it like every 5 minutes, it's not sticking. They're not sticking. They're not sticking here. Right? But I think, thinking about it, with a non-stick, you can still do it. It won't stick, sister. Oh, brother, I have tried. They do baby, it doesn't stick. It doesn't stick because at some point you need the rice to stick so that it doesn't non-stick. It be kind of be around. So yeah, so this is the second one that we're making, the honey in between. And yes, this is how it looks like. You see, it looks it looks a bit softer than the first one, right? It would have been perfect. Sometimes each one I could have not said looks that editing and yes. So that one, you see, as we'll do the fork test, so you know. Okay, so the time for the fork test, and you see that you see the way it breaks apart as well, breaks apart, and just with the same minimum strength, you see, it picks some, it does pick some. Okay, you see, Charlie Samira show the thing, and then today, you see, it's picking it nicely. Okay. So yeah, that is the medium one. So the medium one too is yeah. If that's how you like it, it's good. I can eat that. I can. So with this one, I've added 4 cups. Okay, 4 cups of stew. Okay, and half a cup of water. right? You see, I've added 5. So the other one I added 4. And the first one I added 3 to 4 rice. So yeah, it's just that maybe I missed that one. Oh, Samira asked some, then half a cup of the water. Okay, this we are going for the soft version, okay? And I don't think there's any other version softer than this. So if you take your time and you watch this, you can just move and come to this bit, you know. If you have that problem of when you're making jollof, oh yeah, sure, say, and if you want to cook jollof in bulk, so we a party and now you want to start a business, you want to cook jollof in bulk, and okay, this saucepan is also a granite saucepan by a different color, just so you know, okay. And if you want to um cook in bulk, you want to start making jollof rice to sell, this recipe is best, okay. So you know that when it's also 4 cups of rice, you need 6 cups of stew for a particular consistency, whether soft, whether, you know. So this is really, really good. You can use this um method or this, you know, recipe to cook big batch, okay. That is the same way my sister used to cook her big batch jollof for people. So trust me, it does really work. I taught her this one recipe and it worked perfectly for her. So I know it's tried and tested. Yeah, very tried and tested. Yeah. So yeah, look at how soft it is. It's an eatable. People like it like this. You have no idea. This is how my son, my older son, this is how he likes it. I should be able to edit this video because I'm your crowd. So yeah, look at it here. And yeah, I still now look at the way I can count. Yeah, I can count. Some people can make jollof softer than this. So you see, with the same strength, minimum strength, yeah. Look at how it is picking. Afa bebre kra. This one, this kind of when you're eating a bean cow, a bean cow or plate with the fork that pick now, the meme so in asa finish. Yeah. So yeah, this is the medium, no, not the medium, the very soft one that I was telling you about. So yeah, so if that is how you like your rice, I don't think you can go softer, any softer than this, okay? But if you want it any softer, eh, any softer, then add some, I think half, okay? So I'm showing this stew. This stew is a gravy, okay? It's chicken gravy that I made. And I'm just trying to show that jollof rice is not just limited to using smooth stews, okay? So you can have very like a gravy or something like that with chunks in it. So I made the gravy and the next day there was some left. So I decided to use that rest of the gravy for it. So that recipe for that stew is in the description box as well. My chicken gravy stew, very delicious, easy to kill, and I'm making jollof rice with it. So you see that it will also come out perfectly. I told you today we are doing all things jollof, right? You don't expect an outcome because there's no outcome. This is teaching, showing you. Okay, not teaching you because some people know already, but some people you'll be surprised they do not know. They want to learn. Okay, so please, those who want to, who already know, be quiet in the class. Then those who don't know, pay attention, let them learn. Teachers. Ajay. Yeah, so the video is going fine, but it's all good. Okay, it's all good. So yeah, that is the gravy jollof rice. Hey, it was good. It was really good. And I told you that, say, if your stew is good, your jollof rice will be good. And that gravy was fantastic. So yeah, I didn't put that chicken in because I used chicken, soft chicken for that gravy. And if I put it in now, if I had put it in before now, can you not it? So I set those aside and I put it in this time, okay, as I'm going to be covering it with something, plain film something, so that it will heat up. So it's like sort of adichenim stew jollof. I know some. I had a friend. Her mother used abenquine for jollof. So jollof with her. Also, me mommy, or in crack jollof. Me say, what are you saying? I say crack. I crack. No, I say more there in crack jollof. I love that crack jollof. And I'm eating the meat all the time. Okay, so yeah, that is like your gravy stew. Maybe I shouldn't be showing all these things, but I think it will be useful to somebody. Okay, so yeah, um, if you want to, you can move on before I start. some people will find it very useful. Okay. So yeah, so the next bit I'm going to show you is this is another kind of jollof. Okay. So this jollof is like the jollof now I used to do back. This jollof is better than Raja's jollof. Say Raja jollof no say no mommy or say no mommy that day. So this jollof is when you're making jollof, and it's always good, advisable to save some of your stew for emergencies like this. So I'm cooking this jollof. I've been cooking this jollof. Made the clean film. I just clean film, kitchen foil. At the end, the thing is not cooking because the stew was not enough. But luckily for me, I had enough stew. Okay, so I brought the stew out, and I think it was frozen or something. I don't know. And what you need is you add some stew to it. Yeah, so that gives it a bit more moisture. So that you can mix it and cook it. You can't add water. Jollof is not like cooking plain rice and when I they know the you should add sprinkles. So if you sprinkle water on your jollof rice now, it's going to dilute your it's going to dilute your grains, and your grains will start. Some bits will start to become will start to be translucent, and then your rice and our bones are so please don't use water. Yeah, use stew because stew is what you're using to cook the rice, not water. You only use water when you are using water to cook rice, and you use stew. It makes sense, doesn't it? It makes so much sense. It said you're using stew to cook the rice. So if the rice is not cooking, you add more stew to it. If you're using water to cook rice, if it's not cooking, you add more water. Why do you want to add water to? Okay, in that case, when you are cooking rice with water and the bed didn't it is stew for good. You see, it's the same concept. Wow, concept. I tell you. Anyway, so yeah, so as you add a stew to it, you give it a stir. That means I'm with my bread. I don't know what I was doing. I think I was sitting somewhere thinking about myself. I was fed up with the rice. I was fed up with cooking. I did accept crana and look at crab person. I don't know if it's the pot that I cooked in or said, dear you me, have no idea. Many and cry wasn't a happy experience. So I had to add, you see, I was adding more stew to it, yeah, so that I can get it right. Okay, so it's another tip for you. You always have some stew in the corner, especially when you have visitors coming. Some won't go in the mass. Won't go in the mass and pay them. Okay, so that is that bit. So as I said, I was fed up. So we are basically so this one you cannot serve this one twice. I tell you, you can't serve this one too. Please, if you relate your jollof at disappointed that watch your jollof, let me know in the comment below what is. So yes, another one is also oven baked jollof. Oven baked jollof is fantastic. It's delicious. I will link the video to this one also. And if you want me to make this jollof to this particular one on this channel, let me know. Actually, I will make it anyway. Your content, it helps. I'll make this one. It's very delicious. And this one I use basmati rice, okay, to make my oven baked jollof rice. Okay, so there it is. And jollof rice too, the things that can go with it: salad, plantain, and edebembium. You can eat have kosua with it. I have a friend, bibi or kosua to so. Bibi no kosua to so. So yeah. So then yeah, as you can see here, plantain there with jollof rice is always a winner. It's always a winner. It is a winner, winner. Plantain you go winner. Plantain you go winner. So plantain is a winner. And then salad. Me with the salad there, when I'm eating jollof and I'm adding salad, there should be, a friend is saying mayonnaise or salad cream. There should be some cream or dressing to make the thing go quick, so that I can eat more.
Mommy, after this, I want what's it called? Anything, can I stop? Do you see the photo?
So that is my shredded beef jollof, okay? I'm sorry about that sound. My house is the noisiest place on earth, okay? And I'm so sorry I didn't mute it, but I'm just shocked that I didn't mute it. Okay, so yeah, I have some jollof with some sticky wings, spicy sticky wings, and yeah, that is it. Thank you for joining me. I am very grateful to you. I know it's a long video, but I think the information in there is very useful to somebody. It will definitely be useful to somebody because there are a lot of young people coming up, learning. And with jollof rice, most everybody loves jollof rice, and they would want to know how to make it and make it well. You'll be surprised the number of people that can't make it well. So I hope this video inspires you to try it if you never tried making jollof before. And I hope that this video will serve its purpose, the purpose for which I want this video to go out there. Okay, and thank you all. And please, as I was saying earlier, like this video and let it go far, because this video can help so many people, not just people cooking at home, but as I said, the measurement bit can help somebody cook their jollof rice perfectly. Even making a stew can even help somebody make jollof rice taste for a better business. Okay, so share it, let it spread the word, okay. And thank you very much, okay, so much for having me in your homes or wherever you are today. I'm so grateful to you. God bless you, and then I will see you in the next one. Bye.